Hello everyone, nice to meet you again. I'm very happy to share my research here. The title of the presentation is From Interaction to Intra-action, New Orientation of Teacher-Student Relationship in University. There were two authors of this presentation. One is me, another one is Professor Wang. I come from China. Now I work in Hangzhou Normal University. Professor Wang, now he works in Los Angeles. He is the director of Institute for Postmodern Development of China. In this presentation, I would like to try to answer two questions. The first one, what is thinking style of teacher-student relationship in interaction which have problems? The second one, what is an alternative thinking style of teacher-student relationship? Okay, let's see the part one, calling for interaction. Why? What's the reason? Actually, when we talk about interaction, there is a thinking style in it. It is supported by the style of entity thinking. What is the style of entity thinking? The entity has three major characteristics: independence, separations, and invariance. So, the second thinking style is the single dimension of subjective thinking. Some people think teacher and student as subject, but just one way and single dimension. For example, teachers think that expansion of students' rights means the transfer of teachers' rights. When interacting with students, teacher is easy to fall into confrontations or competition with the students. I mean, power struggle. So this caused lots of problems. The third thinking style is a technical method thinking. Some people try to find technical solution. It is an effective solution, but needs to the new thinking style to match it. If we only focused on the methods or technicals of teacher-student interaction, it is easy to see interactions are based on their own interests and desires. So this may lead to a superficial, procedures teacher-student relationship. Okay, what can we do? We can look for an alternative way to think and see. For example, we can look for some new concepts. Interaction is one of these concepts. This idea is part of organic process philosophy. It comes from a new perspective, which is different from deconstructive postmodern thoughts. It can provide a more appropriate thinking style to have insight on teacher-student relationship. First, what's the meaning of interaction? The meaning of interaction is teacher and student as active entity. Actually, it comes from Whitehead. Whitehead, he thinks, the real world is a process of becoming various actual entity. The actual entity is both the subject engaged in experimental activities and the super subject of its experience. We can see the concept change. Here is subject to subject. Okay, so there is a change too. We can from independence, separations, invariance to relation, becoming, creation. And then we also can change to the thinking style to think our experience. For example, in this picture, on the left is teacher, and on the right is student. Okay, we can see they both self-construction, but at the same time, there is connection and there is a co-creation. Co-creation is very important because it means teachers and students show their own creativity, demonstrating their moral responsibilities or produce new things. And they also make their own potential to be true to get a realization. So here you can see there is a change. We can from technical methods to emerge manual and creation. In practice, we can use some strategies to construct this kind of interaction relationship. So the first strategy we can use truly respect to each other. That means conversation. Teacher and student, they have conversation about their life experience. They talk about their life experience and their educational experience. During this conversation, they can clarify their opinion or idea about the expectation to be a good student or expectation to a good teacher. So this kind of conversation is very important. And teacher and student also can use organic language. This kind of language is to raise up and to give the power to each other. It is very useful and helpful to improve the relationship. And finally, teacher and student can co-create together, and they can discover and they can write or they can change something. Anyway, it means a deep and creative collaboration. So I think now we find a solution to the problem. Yeah, it just try a research. If you have any question or have any suggestions, please send me. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Hope everything goes well.